It's as if they all happened just yesterday, right? I don't want to lie to you, which is why I will not use her name. The third month of Amphorius is the month reserved for the Veil of Evernight. So, place me into your memory using the name Evernight for now. I'm happy to explain more, just not now. We might have a lot of time to ourselves, but Amphorius does not have that luxury. If we do not stop erudition and destruction, then the journey you've treasured so much will face the prelude to its obliteration. A countdown not in amber eras, but in days, minutes, seconds. So, take this gift. This burning core flame. This footnote of a transaction. It contains hope, and the warmth of the entire world. Ripples of past reverie. She hid this fire in the long river of time, hoping that her wishes would transcend time to reach your hands in the future. Now, take it, and return with it, dear friend. Return to Amphorius, and overturn the final era Nova. Witness the time that stood still for the Deliverer, and the resistance that never bowed to the destiny of destruction over the long years that passed in a flash. Then, with this core flame blessed by the remembrance, respond to their hopes and blaze a trail to the future. And I will silently watch in a corner of time, waiting for our next encounter. I believe the wait won't be too long.
What exactly is happening?
Keep going. Keep trailblazing. For Amphorius. For you. And for the March 7th in your memories. Go forth.
Is this Akima? No one's here. And the dawn device off. Am I too late? The chronocognitive anchor?
There's so much I wanted to say for our reunion. Yet now that you're back, there's only one thing to say. Welcome back, friend. It's been such a long, long time. You must be really confused right now, aren't you? So much has happened in Amphorius while you were gone. But don't worry. The Deliverer can't afford to be lost, no? No, please follow me. And turn the pages of time and hear the words everyone left for you. I'll tell you the story of this 1,000-year journey. That way, it won't just be my memories alone.
Cyrene can't hear me?
Scenery of the past has resurfaced.
Time flies. 200 years have passed since the Deliverer's fall.
We had to return 3 core flames of law, romance, and ocean to stop Lygus, but even so, Terravox has fallen. The 2 geniuses vanished without a trace, and Zeridra embraced her fate. At this rate,
Era Nova will come, and Amphorius will fall into the destruction.
it seems the key to rewriting the end once again lies in the core flame of world-bearing. According to the instructions left behind by those 2 geniuses, we must get it into the Deliverer's hands, no matter the cost.
But how? We need to find a way to hide the core flame. And we must buy enough time to keep Lygus at bay.
About that, Rini might have some good news. She had that dream again last night, but the Titan's voice was clearer than ever this time. She said, "Pass the flame into the future."
Is that a prophecy from Orynyx? She chose to side with humanity this time and hide one of her kin's core flame? It seems Amphorius' fate isn't sealed just yet.
You're right. History has changed. Humans and Titans are both giving their all to keep this world going. Perhaps a relay across the ages is finally about to begin somewhere out there.
Unfortunately, life will never go smoothly. Leiden's army is already at our gates, and their commander... that Lycurgus. He's right outside Akama.
Light calendar 3960. Saridra, under the pretense of a campaign against Fagusa, sacrificed 500 Chrysos heirs to complete the trial of law. This tragedy shook everyone in Amphorius. That same year, Saridra the Imperator was assassinated, after which Aglaya the Goldweaver took command. Thus began humanity's second flame chase journey, a path hanging by a thread. Come, this way.
City? What part of that eternity ever lived up to its descriptions in poetry? The Marmorial Palace lies in ruins. Countless mortals have perished because of your stubborn resistance. It's time you learned the cost of refusal. Now, answer my question again. Where is Kefali's core flame?
You really think you'll find it by razing the holy city to the ground? From what I see, all you'll get is dust and disappointment. Don't forget, you can't kill the Chrysos heirs mentioned in the prophecy because of law.
I have never denied that. Which is why I now place my hope in the faithful citizens of Akama. Perhaps they'll give me what I seek in the echo of your screams. Now then, I'll be cutting open your chests and using your scalding golden blood to baptize the masses. Allow me to apologize in advance. We shall start with you. Blind and foolish Lady Goldweaver.
Leave this to me, Lady Aglaya. You must get away now.
No, Holy Maiden. I'm the one who must stay.
What?
His conspiracy won't succeed. Because Romance is ready to make good on their promise to weave an indestructible armor for Amphorius. Its name is Solidarity. You must escape with your life and carry word of my death to those still fighting, then keep going with them. Just as the Imperator lit the torch of resistance with her death, my passing will make this flame everlasting. Take good care of it, guide it to the future, and place it into the hands of our deliverer.
50 years later, Lygus led his forces again to Akama. He charged directly into the Holy City and razed the Marmorial Palace. History would name this battle the Third Siege of Akama. 90,000 brave souls gave their lives for Akama that day, including their fearless leader, Aglaya.
Go forth, deliverer.
Go. frost melts and the snows give way, the flowers will bloom again. You'll find me there.
So what you're saying is, Princess Homebuddy is never coming back, is she? She just left, like that.
Since Cass has made up her mind, we can't let her resolve be in vain.
But between staying in Akama and going to Styxia, what difference does it make when it's death either way? I'm against relocating. With Kefali's protection, isn't Akama far safer than that dead city?
Cass's plan doesn't involve any relocation at all.
Huh?
Like you said, Alchema is humanity's refuge. We never intended to get everyone moving to Styxia. It's just on Cass, Hycealans, and me to prepare the final trump card for the Deliverer.
Wait, what kind of trump card needs all three of you demigods to throw yourselves away?
We must lay down the path to the future so when the Deliverer returns, they'll have a clear road to reach the location of Era Nova. Styxia sits where death meets the ocean. There, with the combined powers of ocean and passage, we can summon a current that leads to the vortex of Genesis. And the demigod of death will forever guard that secret path until she returns.
We all know Lygus will set his sights on the vortex of Genesis.
That's exactly why we have to do this.
Guess I underestimated Idonia's Maiden of War. She's got way more steel than I thought.
And Cypher, we need you to head to Castrum Kremnos as soon as possible. By any means necessary, forge an alliance with Strife. The prophesized Crown Prince has already been born. He shall become the new defender of Akama, protecting this land after we leave.
You don't need to worry about that. I just came back from Castrum Kremnos. Only a step ahead of the news.
Treeby, something's flying towards Akama, and it's really fast. What is it? It's a spear!
It's the Kremnoans. Their king's already here.
With the protection of the demigods Trebios and Cyphera, Akama endured wave after wave of warfare, though just barely. Castorus chose Styxia as the last resort, and completed the trial of death, causing the stagnant waters in the River of Souls to recede. Soon after, Trebios departed on a long journey. That same year, the Kremnoan king Euripon, along with his son, Prince Midamos, joined the Alliance to safeguard the Holy City in the Battle of Deliverance.
Go on, and see you tomorrow.
This world even one more second, then so be it.
But it's gonna hurt a lot!
Pain brings endless torment, but it can never destroy me. I believe that you were thinking the same thing when you stepped through the Gate of Infinity and jumped off that cliff.
Can't argue with that.
In the current situation, this is the only path Akuma has left. Just do as I say. Split my soul into 5 pieces. Forge me an immortal vessel. Let the blade of strife hang forever overhead. Locked in battle with their enemies to the world's bitter end. There's no need to be sad, Lady Trebios. Haven't we already taken great strides towards that promised tomorrow? In this life, my people no longer have to drown in false guidance. Kremnos has washed the blood off its fate. Amphorius no longer needs a god named Strife. So let me shatter the former laws and turn the Lance of Fury back into a weapon that protects the world.
We understand.
By the way, can you do me another favor? The 7 sages from Grove of Epiphany are already en route. They'll arrive in waves to join the Resistance in a couple of days. Among them is a scholar named Anaxagoras. He has extraordinary insight and fears no sacrifice. This soul-rending ceremony wasn't just my decision. It was his counsel. His wisdom will surely be the backbone of Amphoria's survival. Watch over him. Carry on this everlasting flame for me.
Through Anaxagoras' ritual, the demigod of strife split his soul into 5. Courage, honor, tenacity, sacrifice, and reason. Each sealed in blood crystal and cast into battle. The people held a 10-day funeral to mourn their fallen god king. And through his sacrifice, humanity was granted 200 years of peace.
Keep moving forward. My blood will pave the road ahead for you.
Keep moving forward, little Gray. See you tomorrow.
That seamstress wasn't wrong when she said a lie needs more lies to keep it together.
Reason and trickery. Never thought we'd be the pair to finish this final setup.
Can't catch that Tin Man without your little slides. Besides, this is our last shot. Not the time to be picky, right?
Don't oversimplify it. Lycus just found out Akuma's been an empty shell for the past 50 years. He's bound to be furious. At this rate, he could have done anything.
That's exactly what we want. Rage blinds even the brightest minds. Doesn't matter how much of a genius he is, the principle still holds. Once he storms into the council and confronts me head on. You trigger your alchemy with a boom and turn him into a caged beast.
Easier said than done. You still have to pass yourself off as the deliverer without anyone catching on. And you really think a human alchemical array can bind a godlike being? That's just nonsense.
What? Getting cold feet? Or You just don't believe in the almighty worth of the demigod of trickery. Just tell me straight. Can you do it or not?
Of course I can. And it'll be child's play. But I've got two conditions. Since this is the final act, if we're doing it, we go all in. No half measures.
Oh, I'm listening.
First, shift the battlefield to the vortex of Genesis. It would be more convincing if the Deliverer were to appear there. Besides, the vortex is cut off from the world. No place in Amphorius makes a better prison.
If you pull that, wouldn't our Deliverer have to face tank Lygus as soon as they come back?
That clash is inevitable. All we can do is create more chances for her. And that's the second condition. The vortex belongs to Fagusa in the first place, remember? And there happens to be a demigod of ocean among the few survivors in the world. Loop Hycelan's in. Let her join the final act. I'll transmute myself into a Philosopher's Stone and embed myself into the formula. And when the time comes, she needs to shatter me and scatter that stone's ashes into the ocean within the vortex.
I guess people weren't wrong when they said you're insane, Grove Boy.
I've got no idea how to outwit a reclusive genius. But making an anti-Catheran suffer? The demigod of reason has 10,000 ways to do just that. And what I just mentioned was one of them.
So what exactly does your formula do?
Now that would spoil the climax, wouldn't it? By now, Hyacinth must have completed the Sky People's ritual. Since that Theoros loves a good performance as much as I do, let's make sure he enjoys our show to the fullest. As for how the Deliverer will complete the Era Nova, well, that will no longer be our concern.
It was the last battle known to the world, initiated by two demigods least suited for war. In the end, reason and trickery kept their word. At the cost of their lives, they sealed Lygus within the vortex of Genesis, where he remains to this day.
Go forth. Finish the greatness left undone.
Quit overthinking! Just run! Keep running, and that'll be enough.
Sorry? It's dead quiet here. Akama will stand eternal. Miss Cypher's lie has crumbled after all. But it's all right, because all of us have fulfilled our purpose by now. When the Deliverer returns, no matter where she is, sky will turn clear, and a rainbow bridge will rise, carrying her to the final battleground. Siri, this arduous relay is finally nearing its end. Now, I'm passing the final baton of fate to you, okay? No, that's not quite right. After all, it was you and her who lit the first spark of this journey, wasn't it?
I'll tell you the story of this 1,000-year journey. That way, it won't just be my memories alone. And I'll share the moments I spent with you with everyone. That way, the path we walked becomes a memory shared by all. People will know that there's nothing left to chase. Amphorius has already welcomed the dawn foretold in prophecy. Just like I said, this should be easier than last time, right? I wonder what kind of expression you're wearing right now. Probably the same as always. Calm, resolute, and brimming with confidence. If I have the chance, I'd love to see it again. Because it's really been far too long since we parted. Someone as sharp as you must have realized by now that this isn't reality, but a maze of time. As the last link in the relay, I will return to the Temple of the Three Fates, tell Orynyx all of our stories, and bottle every page we've written into the little flask of memories. And then, may it set sail in peace. Drift down the river of time along with the core flame of world-bearing. Reach your side and lead you back to Amphorius. Just like the first time we met, right? Even though this cycle has no demigod of time, time has always stood on humanity's side. This is the only way to make sure that the Era Nova won't happen before you return. And the only way I can safely entrust the completed final flame chase journey to the Deliverer's heart. After all, the new world will be born from your memories, and the protagonist of this story mustn't be absent. I believe you will never let us down, just like always. Do you remember when Finan sent us back to the beginning? When you and I got separated? But in the end, I returned to you, carrying all that we've been through. That's what memory is. It may wear down and fade in the river of time, but it never truly leaves. When that hidden corner of the heart is stirred, the past returns even more beautiful than before. So don't worry. Let the 33,550,337th Flame Chase journey become part of you too. I've gotten a lot better at it with the experience from the last time. Next, you will head to Styxia and find the Vortex's entrance guarded by the demigod of Ocean, before charging toward the final battlefield. Don't worry. I'll be with you. All of us will. Even Finan. We'll stand with the Deliverer. So say a short goodbye, then set off, just like we promised at the start. Toss away all unnecessary worries and troubles, and bring our smiles and determination into tomorrow.
The last baton. I wonder how long you'll have to wait before passing it on to her.
No matter how long it takes, it's okay. Waiting is what I do best. After all, it took 33 million cycles for her to arrive in our world. What's a few moments more?
But, Sayuri, what if you wait and wait, but that hero never arrives?
That won't happen. Because I know that no matter how long it takes, she'll definitely return to this place. We can't let her down.
Sky shall rain rays of dawn for you.
May romance be with you on your journey.
And reason grant you enlightenment.
Let strife boost your morale.
Trickery ensure your success.
Allow death to protect your soul.
And at last, let passage point the way forward.
While time will remember the Trailblazer's journey.
Is this Styxia? What happened to this place? I need to find the entrance of the vortex, guarded by the demigod of ocean. High Sealens. Is she still there?
Long time no see, Trailblazer. Generation after generation of Chrysos Air heroes have tried to defy fate with their blood and tears, either voluntarily shattering their souls or waiting in eternal solitude. But alas, fate can never be defeated. Reason and trickery may bind my flesh, but my will shall never fall silent. So the demigod of ocean, the Dux Gladiorum, High Sealens, sought to bring me into a fantasia with her voice and drown a genius in slumber. But alas, it was all a hopeless dream. That warden fell before I did, due to erosion of time, while her prisoner remained unchanged. True, I can't leave this place, but what of it? You should have heard of this fable. In a shadowed cave lived a people, imprisoned from childhood, and chained so that their legs and necks are fixed, forcing them not to look around at the cave, each other, or themselves. Behind them is a fire, and before them loomed the stone wall of the cave. The flames cast shadows, while the rocky surface threw back echoes. To them, that false play is the whole world. Yes, I'm trapped in the cave, but I know it's all just a fleeting illusion. I don't struggle in dreams. I wait. And now, my deliverer has come to defeat me and save this world that never owed you anything. Oh, you'll need to awaken the singer here and unseal the prison called Vortex of Genesis. You'll be the one to unshackle me and bring the cave crashing down. Of course, I don't mind waiting a little longer. Let me guide you through this next illusion. One last memory from that prison warden. I hope you'll watch the stories of this Fantasia closely. Logically, the Deliverer must see the world for what it truly is. Emotionally, this memory captures the fate of everyone in Emphorius better than anything else. Only by feeling it for yourself can you understand my point of view. The meaning of destruction. To your unshakable resolve, I salute you. But before we step onto the final stage, let me ask you this. In the spirit of that fable I told you just now, can the prisoners in the cave learn to see the shadows and echoes for what they are, and stop mistaking them for reality? Look, the fire projects the face from her memories. An actress upon the stage of this play.
The dark tides flood the sea, and our kingdom teeters on the edge.
Fear not. Our queen has gone to the borderlands. She'll quell this calamity herself.
This is the scene when the Chrysos heir of Ocean was born. She was once of a Titankin race named Sea Sirens. At that time, Kozlana had suppressed the Black Tide's rise, but he was unable to remove Iron Tomb from its roots. The Black Tide still roiled in the depths of the world, and the kingdom of Sea Sirens was the first to embrace the destruction.
Listen, I heard Electra's voice. She's calling to us.
Let's go. Her voice carries the queen's command.
The Black Tide from threatening the ocean, the Queen gave her all, body and soul.
Born of the Queen's chalice, she bore the deepest blessings and inherited supreme divine power.
My sisters! You're finally here!
Of course, Electra. Your beautiful melody drew us here.
is Electra. This is a reflection of her former self, clinging to the past with aching defiance.
The Queen summons us. She must be near exhaustion. The black tide will soon enter our borders.
Then what do we do? Will our seas fall to darkness and terror as well?
Don't worry. We shall lift the chalice in her stead to catch the black tide, and stand together to safeguard our realm and its people.
Such tiny titankins, thinking they can stop the tide of truth. How naive. And that naivete is the root of all suffering.
The Queen's palace lies just ahead. Even her once graceful form is now tainted and drowned in dirty mire. Oh, Magusa, our noble queen, we've come at your call.
My little fishlings, you swim with such joy. It pains me to speak of the kingdom's sorrow. I once believed I could drink the black tide dry, but even the deepest chalice must one day overflow, and I can hold no more of this filth.
Mother, worry not. We're all children of the sea. Let us bear your fate together.
We'll take up your mantle and drive back the black currents. We'll mend your sacred chalice and take in the cursed filth.
My little fishlings, when the spear of strife falls, you may retreat in peace. I promise you, on the surface, the city-states will hold a feast without end in your honor. This is the last gift I can give you.
Fagusa sank into the abyss. With the chalice shattered, their intoxication spilled into the black tide, birthing the first madness in Amphorius. Sea sirens followed one after another, hunting for the Titan's fragments, until their flesh decayed and their bones crumbled, all for the promised final feast. watching. But tread carefully, for the stage ahead is crumbling with age. Just like her shattered fate. Your wisdom far surpasses even the bounds of reason's model.
Can't get through. Looks like I'll need the miracle orb nearby. Is that all?
It was written long ago. Even you cannot rewrite it. Just like this poor chandelier.
Electra! The fiends have gnawed my tail. I can no longer swim to the far seas. Electra! The black sludge has soaked my fins. I can't dance with you anymore.
Sisters, don't give up. Remember the Queen's promise of a feast in the city called Styxia.
I haven't forgotten. It visits me in dreams every night.
I dreamed of a shining city, its lights piercing the deep gloom of the seabed.
I dreamed of children placing garlands on our bone horns, and poets praising the sea sirens for shielding the world.
But what a shame. We can go no further. Please, sing to the humans for us. Sing of the deep sea's legend in our place.
The sea sirens were tainted by the destruction. Their flesh rotted away. They became the black tide creatures of this cycle.
Farewell, sisters. I'll finish this last task. Then return to prepare your feast.
only one sea siren remained among the seafloor. High Sealands, swimming alone through the seas, burying her kin, and searching for the fragments of the Chalice of Plenty. Though most of that journey was in vain, why not let us use the power of time to leap ahead towards the journey's end?
To reach the Spirit Basin, I'll need to call upon the power of the Chrono Vessel.
The Chalice of Plenty is whole again. A lance of fury emerges from the River of Souls, and the gods reclaim their duty to hold back the black tide. I am freed from endless toil, and now walk toward the rites at Styxia. I bore my sister's dreams upon my back, took on a graceful human form, and hoped to find a grand celebration on the shore. My fins became legs, my scales became skin, and the sea foam on my body became a shimmering gown. But when I stepped onto land, there were no festivals with honey brew, nor poets plucking harps. Only silent death, drifting gently along the River of Souls.
When she fulfilled her wish, she only found Styxia to have already repeated the mistakes of previous cycles and was swallowed by death. Hopes and promises are nothing but the foam of dreams.
I am a sea siren, a vessel born to contain the tides. Now that my task is done, and the promise is broken, how am I to go on in a world drowned in shadow? Fagusa, my noble queen. She evaded my questions with drunken stupor. She told me a grand feast awaited me in the surface world. So I wandered lost, groping through the dark. The feast she spoke of. Where is it?
Lonely Blade, I shall grant you everything you seek.